Hello everyone, and welcome to another session of BMC's YouTube mainframe channel. My name is Tom Nurse, and I'm a senior software consultant at BMC. In this demo, we'll walk through the essential functions of the AMI Console Management Viewer from the user's perspective. To get started, we'll simply point our browser to the URL of the Console Automation Server webpage. Then click on Automation Viewers. This version of console management supports both HTML5 and the older Java-based architecture. We're going to click on Open Browser-Based Viewer to launch the newer HTML5. And we're prompted for a username and password. Credentials are authenticated through LDAP to a number of repositories, including RACF, ACF2, Top Secret, and Active Directory. From here, we see the dashboard, which displays all the sessions running under console automation. Each icon shows the type of session, ZOS console or HMC for instance, session name, and the state of the session based on the number of priority messages and alerts received. Let's click on the next tab, Viewers, to see the console automation viewers. We have none running at the moment, so let's go over here and see what's available. The viewers in this list are simply groups of the sessions listed on the Sessions tab, set up in advance by the product administrator. Let's go to SE Demo View, and I can see straight away which sessions have important messages that need attention. Let's launch the viewer. All viewers can be duplicated and shared among multiple users across the enterprise. And let's fire off another viewer as well. You can see that these two viewer sessions are tabbed. Note that this is all HTML5 and requires no client software to be installed. So in a DR situation, for instance, any laptop could quickly be enabled to gain secure, encrypted access to your operations sessions across the enterprise. Console management gathers information from the Z-Series master consoles and intersperses these events, chronologically, among messages from the HMCs and other sources. All messages are presented here in the scrolling area of the viewer. A descriptive session name to the left of the message shows the message's source. You can also see when the message was received, the job ID, and the message ID. We can temporarily pause the message flow by freezing the screen. Note that we can scroll back, going through thousands of messages or several hours. The command input area is at the bottom of the window. Clicking the Sessions button shows what console sessions the viewer contains. We'll select a session, and now we'll send a display command to that session. We can see the output show up in the merged area. Let's open the priority area. Rules can capture specific actionable events from any console or HMC and put them in the priority area to ensure that they are noticed and acted upon. These events could also be sent to a help desk, emailed to key personnel, or any number of other actions. A best practices set of rules included with the product takes highlighted messages and puts them in the priority area until the messages are resolved. We could also key on text, job ID, time of day, originating console, and other criteria to enable events to be sent to other systems and applications. Note that a white message, a WTOR, just hit one of our consoles. You can see it was also sent to the priority area, and this is deemed an important event. To reply to this message, we want to make sure that the appropriate session is selected. I'll send a response to clear the message. And once the message lowlights to green, the rules dictate that it come out of the priority area. That way, the priority area is up to date and contains only events that require action. HMC messages can be sent there as well. We can inspect message details. Details include the text of the message, message source, and other important information. Here we'll key on that message that a system programmer might be interested in. A right-click on the field puts the text in a buffer, which allows us, for instance, to paste it into an email. The full message text is at our fingertips without us having to go to TSO to access syslog or SDSF. Filtering comes in handy when we want to see events from a subset of sessions. We'll click here to limit our view to a single console to inspect important IPL information from earlier in the day. We happen to know what string marks the beginning of our IPL. We can use search to locate this particular string. Here's the start of the nip time messages. As we scroll down, messages turn from blue to green, indicating that we're out of nip and into NCS console mode. This is very useful for finding past events or examining IPL nip messages for errors. And now we're zeroing in on our HMC session to locate messages that were found in the auto discovery query. Typical messages from the HMC could include hardware error messages, user logins, and IPL nip console events. We're now changing back to include all sessions in our view. Note that we did not lose any messages when we were focused on a single session. In addition to using the main viewer to interact with sessions, we can at any point drill down to one or more individual sessions. Single sessions can be managed in either a single tabbed window or each session in its own window. As with viewers, we can have as many of these single sessions as we want, and they can be shared among users across the enterprise. The Explorer allows operations to easily organize views by region, location, or operational responsibility. Here we arrange by data center. Right-clicking on this session in the tree view opens a list of actions we can take that pertain to only that session and for our authentication level. For this session, we can see things like clear the priority area of messages, show waits and capping, and various IPL tools. We can launch an automated shutdown IPL, for instance. We have an action called shutdown an IPL, which, in essence, enters the command to onboard automation to start the shutdown process, waits for automation to terminate. When onboard automation finishes, it issues the ZOS commands to complete the shutdown, then issues the HMC command to reload the LPAR. It then auto-responds to NIP and IPL WTORs along the way. With dozens of LPARs scheduled for IPL, hours of downtime can be saved using this method, not to mention reducing the possibility of operator error. So let's kick off an automated IPL and let it run in the background. System programmers create, validate, and test these console commands before assigning them to each session, ensuring efficiency and accuracy. Okay, that completes the general tour of the console management viewer. Feel free to leave comments, and if you like this session, hit the like button. And if you want to be notified of upcoming events, simply subscribe to this channel. All right, we'll see you in the near future with more YouTube sessions featuring BMC's mainframe products. Thank you for joining me, and bye-bye for now.